Hello, you poor unfortunate folks that have tuned into us tonight. Once again, legal says that you will regret this choice. We got to state that at the beginning. Chuck, you got any pre-roll, man?
Nah, let's get to it.
Okay, well, we are back with some Weird Frontiers cowboy spaghetti horror using the DCC system with some additions. Our cast tonight, Chuck, who you playing?
I am playing Pierce McIntyre, our occultist, and I have a new assistant, so that's a first. Yeah.
Who is that new assistant?
Jeremy, I'll let you take that.
Hi, I'm Scab. I used to work in the mines, and there was a cave in. I couldn't breathe for a couple of days, but I'm better now, other than my nose falling off. I'm a Tommy knocker, but Mr. McIntyre is going to pay me 4 whole cents a day to do whatever he needs. He's real nice.
Talk down from 5 cents because the math was just too hard to contemplate.
It is, because I used to get paid 2 cents a day, and I can understand double, but I can't. The 5 was too hard.
And playing our luchador, relatively unknown, but hoping to build up his fame, is
Ivan the luchador, serving in the name of justice, presenting himself to the people as a hero, or in his mind, just trying to carry on the legacy of his mentor, Esteban, who unfortunately died in the ring, but passed on his mask to me. So it's probably haunted. I don't know. We'll find out.
Speaking of foreigners, we got one from the shores of France.
Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Guillaume Fouché, French photographer and butcher of the French language. My class is a calavera, which is a Spanish word, not a French word. He can communicate with the spirits of the deceased who speak to him ever since his lovely little trip through America during the American Civil War.
I like to think they can't speak to you. They're all mimes, and they just kind of
Yeah, I mean, he was a photographer, so he probably just took a lot of pictures of like the same people over and over again. Like, oh yeah, that picture wasn't quite right. What was that? As he's looking at picture after picture of what ghosts are trying to show him.
Yes, yes, indeed. And you can't have a Western without a card sharp.
It's you, Joe.
Yep. I'm playing sorry, my mic was muted. There we go. I am Joe, Fenner's Kobold, playing the Jebediah Bejebums the Gambler, who is in the process of stealing information from a rich man that hopefully will get him profiting off of some crab business, I believe it was. I think that was what I'm trying to work my way into. Not particularly good at that, but he's very confident. So
true enough. That was one Mr. Cyrus Crow got knocked into a coma by one of the hill giants that had a disagreement with him. If I remember right, you got a document, enough information that you could pose as Mr. Cyrus Crow if you really felt like it.
Yeah,
indeed. Well, I am Bert. I am the judge tonight. And let's get this show off. We ended the last session after some introductions to the town of, Sweetwaters, with a light display to the south, reminiscent of the Aurora Borealis, as you all are looking at its beauty, falling asleep in this beautiful star hotel, $5 a night star hotel, I might add. So it's an eerie yet beautiful end to an interesting day as you all go to sleep in your various places. Next morning, this is unfortunate. I kind of wanted Chance to be here. Unfortunately, Dan is not with us right now. Hopefully Dan can rejoin us later tonight. So instead, we'll go with Pierce McIntyre. So Pierce, you're here because a new observatory has been opened in the mountains to the south of the town. and there's talk of a collegium being created around it. It's going to have a lot of interesting, educated folks coming to check things out. There's also a very ancient observatory said to be in those hills as well. But you've booked up this very expensive hotel, spending most of your money to come out here, paid for a week in advance. Week started last night, and eagerly, early in the morning, you go to the front entrance to this new observatory, only to find that the brand new steel gates are locked. There's actually a sign up, and you don't know exactly how you miscalculated, but it's not open to the public yet. Opens to the public next week.
Oh, God.
Yeah, which causes a problem.
Yeah.
You've only got bookings for this week.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue.
You don't look too happy, sir.
Well,
Yeah, Scab is probably with you since
oh,
you're
yeah.
buying his time at 4 cents a day.
Mm-hmm.
And the good news is I don't even have to sleep, so you get extra for your 4 cents.
Well, we take little gifts where we can get them. But the problem is I only have funding to pay for my stay through the end of the week. I'll have to leave as soon as this thing is opening. So, dang. We'll have to figure something out.
You want me to open it for you, sir?
Let's not resort to crime just yet. Maybe we can find a way to increase my funding so I can stay longer, or we can find someone who would be able to give us an early tour.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Heading back to the Star Hotel. They've just you left a little early in your eagerness there, McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
So breakfast was just being set out. Of course, meals are provided with your $5 a day. So that it's in full swing now. Most of the rest of you that were staying here are seated to the smell of fresh coffee, pancakes or flapjacks stacked high. Every carbohydrate that your diabetic blood would just rather you not eat.
Yeah.
Piled in front of you with sausages and meats and hams of all sort. It is quite a spread. So who all is there? Killian, where did you stay last night? I forget.
I stayed at a very bizarrely decorated graveyard with no church attached. Lots of strange symbols on a lot of strange headstones on some very long graves.
Maybe a luck check.
Oh boy. Let's see. Is there an actual luck check button, or just roll the? See what happens.
That works.
There.
Yeah,
that's good.
9 out of 11. Okay, so actually, you fell asleep looking at the strange light display to the south. It was very mesmerizing, very lulling. Come morning, except for the little bit of chill towards the early morning, it's very restful.
Neat.
The voices of the dead were oddly quiet in this graveyard. So yeah. However, the Star Hotel, being so expensive to stay per night, however, has one of the cheapest food options in town. For a quarter, you can come in and enjoy the breakfast buffet with everyone else. Does Killian wish to partake of that?
Let's see how much money Killian actually has.
Yeah, did you
Can't
roll
be a
your
lot.
wealth?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Let's see how many dollars you actually have on you. Each class has a die
$9.
size.
That's not bad.
All right, $9. $9 in your wallet.
I will go there, and if they will allow me to eat there, I most certainly will.
Sure thing. 1 quarter. Pay at the bar. They allow you into their dining room. Jebediah Jeebans, you managed to card sharpen your way into a few bucks last night. We're able to purchase at least one night. Yeah. So you're down here, enticed by the smells of breakfast. Ivan, of course, staying at the hotel, probably a plate full of flapjacks and a big old glass of milk in front of them.
Absolutely. Huge glass of milk, big tankard. I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
Is that showing Dan just showed up or?
Yep. Sorry about that.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, this is perfect. Chance, you generally have breakfast here at the Star Hotel in the morning. You don't stay here usually, but you do enough odd jobs that they feed you, at least breakfast. So you're seated here as well. And everybody is tucking in to this wonderful food, the wonderful smell of all this ham and sausage and everything else going on. McIntyre, you walk in with Scab. Scab, you eat breakfast here sometime. And the lady running the place just kind of gives you the nod, like, it's okay. You can come in and eat.
All right.
And they give you some raw pork, just like you like it. A little plate full of pork brain and all the good stuff you like.
Oh, this is really good. You want any of this head cheese?
No, it's all yours. I'll get some of the other food.
I don't really get that hungry anymore, but I want to make sure that I fit in. People look at me funny when I skip meals.
That's fair. Quite odd that you don't need to eat, and what eating you do is raw flesh.
I just want to fit in.
That's understandable.
So as everybody is tucking in, Chance, you've taken a seat as well. Pinkerton from last night that hired Ivan walks in. Ivan, you were kind of expecting him early this morning. He tips his hat at you, but he doesn't come to sit next to you. He comes over and pulls up a chair next to Chance. Sits down, says, "We were told that you might be a man for hire. We need a guide. We got some information saying that we should talk to someone out in the swamps to the north. Can you be our guide out there, get us back there safe and sound? Back again?"
Probably need a little more than just myself for that. I'm technically a guy, yes, for hire, I suppose. But
Well, we'll hire you. If you feel like you need any more people, you figure that out. And he puts down $5 silver in front of you. There'll be another 5 if you get us back here safely.
it's kind of a interesting proposal, I suppose.
And as far as help, he kind of nods his head over to Ivan. We've got the large, oddly costumed man over there we hired last night. Come along with us. If you feel we need any more, I'll leave that up to you.
They getting paid separately, or are they getting paid out of this?
If you think we need more folks rounded up, you come to me with a tally and we'll figure it out.
All right.
And he goes and starts loading up a plate of his own. And then he does take a seat next to Ivan. Mr. Ivan, good morning. Get your strength up. We've got a long day ahead of us, sir.
I'll kind of reach over and pat him very firmly, we'll say, on the back and laugh. Ha ha! My strength is always up.
Well, I'll need some coffee before mine is. Pours himself some. So, Chance, you know why the Pinkertons in town. There was a murder of a quite prominent banker that they've been investigating. Most of the people that live here don't like to talk to outsiders, so they haven't gotten very far, but they've kind of made a nuisance of themselves. They're very polite and they pay their way, but folks really don't like being questioned around here. All right, so there you go, Chance. You got $5 silver in front of you, the promise of more to take these guys out to the swamp. Let's find out what you know about the swamp, Chance. Go ahead and make me a luck check.
You're muted, Dan.
Oh, sorry, muted, but passed with an 18.
You passed. Okay.
How high is your
Holy
luck?
crap.
It's 18. Nice. That's why his name is Chance.
Holy Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, Chance, you do know a few things about the swamp, and I will let you, Dan, decide whether or not five silver with a promise of 5 more is worth it to you or not. The swamps are not a good place. Ostensibly, it's where the village or the town gets its fish from. Does some crabbing there, that sort of thing. But here lately, there's been some really strange things going around. People are claiming that the vegetation has gotten a taste for human flesh, going after people. The fishermen that usually stay out there overnight because some of the best catfishing is done overnight never return. And it's gotten kind of a little bit of lore going on that sleeping there, being caught there overnight will get you killed, and there's no coming back from that. So it's been a place that, while one of your best goods that this town is known for comes from, people are becoming more and more unwilling to go out there.
Yeah, it seems fair. A place I don't really want to go.
You're not exactly sure who they'd be talking to out there either. As far as you know, all the fisher huts that were put up that the fisher folk would stay in while they're doing the late night catfishing, no one's out there anymore, as far as you know.
As far as we know.
As far as you know. So yeah, that's a little bit of info you have.
Okay. Yeah, I'd definitely be looking to hire some muscle, I think, or not hire, recruit some muscle for someone else to hire, ideally.
Well, you've got a whole room full of people here you can talk to.
It's convenient.
Imagine that.
I'm very much aware I'm stretching my means by staying at this hotel, so I'd be all ears trying to find something to do. So,
Jebediah, you probably heard that conversation then.
Yeah.
Train full of interesting people showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would I have had
slide
ears on that as well?
If you think your character is kind of fishing for information, sure, you would have heard that. It's not like they were it's not like he was whispering it. It's conversational level.
Well, now that I know that I need more money, I'll go up to Chance. I hear you're putting together a crew and that it pays.
I mean, yes, I don't pay. Gentleman over there pays.
Well,
but yes.
Quite frankly, I don't care where the money comes from. Myself and my faithful assistant Scab would be more than willing to sign on.
Sure.
That's what I like to hear. Reluctant agreement.
Hi. That's Chance.
Oh, I see you
Everybody
too.
loves Chance.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Well, yes, I'm on board. I'm glad to be accepting any money that you have in payment.
So are you speaking to Chance, or do you go up to the Pinkerton?
I go up to Chance because I hear Chance. Okay. They say tell Chance to put together a crew.
Okay.
So yeah. When do we leave?
So two people so far.
What is it paying?
Money.
Do we know? Is it enough?
It pays an exposure.
Oh God. Well, being a photographer, I will jump at that chance.
Pays and money, fine sir. The kind you can't bite into.
As long as it's enough that I am able to maintain my stay here, I may be interested.
I mean, technically any amount of money is sufficient for that. It depends on how you spend it and where.
I've got a few nights left and then I'm broke. So hopefully
I said technically any amount of money will do that depending on how you spend it and where.
Yeah. Killian, are you getting in on the conversation? You're probably hearing all this going on.
I'm wondering what it is that's exactly off about these crepes that I'm eating.
What is off about the crepes that you're eating? They are
That they're not
incredibly
crepes,
light.
they're pancakes.
Yes, exactly. They are much thicker than you're used to.
I'm not sure what these crepes are you speak of. These are pancakes.
Flapjacks.
They are very much cakey. Yes. Ivan, the gentleman from earlier asked you to accompany them to interview some suspects of murder. Yes?
Yes, of course. We are going to go find these bad evildoers.
Of course. And I would be more than willing to split any potential payment if I perhaps interviewed the murder victim and skipped the rigmarole.
Ah, so you want to help in the investigation?
Yes.
Excellent. Good, my friend. We need as many heroes as we can find.
Heroes, yes. I will be a hero for hire.
I'll pat him really sternly on the back. Fantastic.
All right. Actually, Killian, if you're having this conversation with Ivan, the Pinkerton's sitting right next to him, and he stops, mouthful of sausage, and wipes his mouth off. He looks over to you and says, "Did I hear that right, sir? Did you say you could talk to the departed?"
Yes, for money, of course. I am a medium.
How much of the body do you need?
That is a terrifying question. Some
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out this little glass medicine bottle and he puts it on the table in front of you. It's the left thumb. That's all we have.
Maybe.
All right.
Do you have like a necklace or a ring or something?
All of his personal belongings, his hotel room was cleaned out. This is it. We know the thumb belongs to him through this new method of printing, which you might have heard about, being a newspaperman.
Mm-hmm.
The patterns on the thumb, you see, they're pretty unique to individuals, and we happen to know that this belongs to our man.
Well,
I understand there was a carpet that was covered with quite a bit of blood that might still be around. He looks it over to one of the servers, who just kind of nods and goes, like, checking on to see if it's still available. But other than that,
yes, unfortunately, I do not think there is much I can do with just a thumb. Sorry for getting your hopes up.
what else would you need?
Something of either the entire body or something dear to the departed.
He pulls out a notepad, starts jotting things down. He says, "I'll check at the general store, see if anyone's trying to pawn off any items. Maybe one of his items will show up there."
Yes, something that a mining town would be in short supply of.
How long could it have been out of his possession and still useful for you?
Well, if it was his and his alone, then presumably it could have been out of his possession forever.
He wipes off his handlebar mustache and is like, "All right, I'm going to check into this." He takes his notepad, shoves it into his pocket, looks to Ivan, over to Chance, and says, "Chance, you sort this out. Seems like you've got some people here interested. I'll cover the bank tab. Meet up in an hour."
Good for you guys. It's time for food, drink.
Sure.
Yeah,
So,
Sure.
I'll go.
So his thumb wasn't important to him?
not as an item of near and dear significance.
He's left the medicine bottle with that thumb floating in some kind of liquid, like right there on the dinner table. Other guests are looking at it and have suddenly lost their appetites.
Could I
that way before I accidentally drink it.
could I
You know,
trouble
if I do
tell-
find the rest of the body, this would be useful. Actually, I'll take that, and I'll
wait,
Scab?
wait.
Just as Scab's reaching for it, I'll pick it up and look at it
Wait.
really intently while just shoveling food into my mouth.
Hey, I could perhaps use this for I'm quite skilled in the arcane arts, and this may be of use to me later on. May I hold on to that, please?
absolutely.
As he's saying that, I stop chewing for a second and kind of slam my fist down with this thing still in my hand and just look at him dead in the eye and just say, "Are you talking about witchcraft?"
In layman's terms, yes.
He's a professor. He's
Witchcraft
real
is
smart.
evil.
Well, we all get our hands dirty sometimes. And in fairness, witchcraft itself refers to more so of a pagan style religion. It in itself is not evil, but most commonly it's referred to as any practitioner of the dark arts, and sometimes it can be quite evil, as you
Dark.
say.
All depends on who's paying.
Anyway,
I will look very confused at his exclamation, but just sort of like lighten up and slide it across to him, kind of nodding like, "Yeah, that sounds good. That makes
Okay.
sense."
I'll take it. I'll slyly give Scab a wink.
I like your mask, mister.
I'll turn to Scab and go, "Oh, you like the mask? Let me tell you the story about my mentor, Esteban."
That's a fancy
And that's,
name.
I assume somebody will like bring food or something to me as I'm ordering nonstop breakfast.
No, it's just a buffet. It's just all, this food just spread out everywhere. So you're just forking more food over onto your plate. And just for the next hour,
Fantastic.
you're regaling Scab about your mentor, Esteban.
You want some head cheese, Mr. Ivan?
Oh, what is this head cheese?
It's real good. You should try some.
I'll take like just way larger a mouthful than I should and just shove it in there.
It's pig brain. Couldn't be anything wrong with eating raw pig brain. No.
No.
I'll finish it with a little bit of milk and go, "That tastes very different."
Save versus trickia. No. Right. So what are the rest of you guys want? You're basically given an hour.
I'm good to go. I'll make sure I've got everything I need, which I already have. Scab doesn't need anything. Just make sure you've got your hammer, lad.
Okay.
Gotta make sure I get a good stiff drink before we go.
Yeah. All right.
I need to see how much guns cost. 'Cause if I'm going to be going through the woods.
Well, you start with a weapon.
My weapon is a tripod.
Okay.
I can certainly hit a guy with that.
Give them.
I'll
the
pick
old
you up. You
bump.
pick the tripod up. We'll extend our reach.
What kind of gun
I
are you
am a
looking
spear.
for, Jake? Heavy pistols
Something that's
are 18, light pistols are 12, pocket pistols are 10, and derringers are 7.
Half price if you want to buy a used one.
I will
Larger
take
chance
a.
of failure.
Oh, yeah, but can't beat that price. Yeah, I'll take a half price Derringer. Why not?
I mean, we
That's-
can always
that's
talk to the
perfect for the
gentleman and
woods.
see if he can
All right.
give you a little cash up front.
It's up to you, Killian. So system wise, if you want to buy a used of dubious quality Derringer, it works just as the stats say. But if you do fumble on it, the fumble die is one larger.
And that could be entertaining. I'll go for that.
Okay. Yeah, it's fancy looking.
Just make sure you point it that way.
I have one just like that. Mine's in a little better shape, but still. Derringer buddies. Derringer dudes.
All right. So
Cannot
you buy that at the
spell
general
Derringer
store.
without yes, you can. You can spell it without
Ringer?
danger.
So you purchase that at the general store. They don't have they have a blacksmith here, but they don't have a gunsmith specifically.
Slackers.
The general store, though, the Pinkerton is here, and he's talking to the proprietor as you come up. And one of his aides kind of rings you up for your derringer. He's questioning anyone that might have brought in anything in the last 2 weeks. Goes through, it's like pocket watch, even clothing. And the guy's telling, well, some people come in, they'll sell goods, a little low on cash. We'll often give them a little money for it here and there. Sometimes I'll just hold it and they can pay me back with a little bit of interest. The Pinkerton's interested in that. And the proprietor goes to a back room with the Pinkerton to look at some of the items that have been pawned. All right. Does anybody else need to do any shopping?
I don't think right now.
I think
I
I've
just
got all
want to
this
double check. He offered me how many, like $5 or?
You were given $5 silver. Yeah.
All right. I wasn't sure how to record that on my sheet since it's in copper, silver, gold, electrum,
Yeah.
platinum.
Just make a note of it somewhere on the character
Yeah.
sheet.
Okay. I will do so.
Oh, Mr. McIntyre,
Yes.
we're going to the swamp. If you like, maybe we. I hate to put out for too much expense, but maybe they could afford us enough to get a belt and a couple weights.
Oh, in case we need to dive. That is a fantastic idea. Chance, I believe your name said. We do need to get a belt and some weights here. That way, in case we need to search the bottom of the swamp. You should tell your employers that.
Oh,
I can
certainly
hold
don't
my
wanna-
breath for a real long time.
As far
Okay.
as I can tell, he doesn't need to breathe. But I do want to congratulate you. That does make you a sort of middle management.
How unfortunate.
After a bit, the Pinkerton comes back out and he's looking at a pocket watch. It's silver. He's kind of looking very closely at the inscription inside. He comes over and to Killian, he says, well, Dimitri, by the way. Puts his hand
Killian.
out. Pleasure. Kind of puts the pocket watch in your hand. It is monogrammed. Perhaps it is an item that the victim had on him for quite some time. The monogram matches. If you can do something with that.
I can certainly try. Absolutely.
While you've got him occupied, maybe I can occupy it for a moment. We need a couple little odds and ends. For searching the swamp.
What do you need?
It should be affordable. Just some weights and a belt so that we can send our young lad over here into the swamp.
All right.
So
He looks over
perhaps
to
a
the
rope.
proprietor and he says, start a tab. Anything reasonable that this man here, Chance, needs, you just add to that tab. Proprietor just nods. Yeah.
Chance, you should throw on like 4 or 5 bottles of whiskey.
He did say reasonable, and I do believe having liquor is reasonable.
Fun to drink, and it's good for lighting things on fire.
Yes. Preferably the first rather than the latter, but necessity.
You want to add a couple of bottles of whiskey to the list?
Not while he's here, but once he
Yeah, the
leaves.
proprietor doesn't blink an eye. He's like, I'm going to bill the guy for as much as I can. So
Absolutely. Yeah. This is the
Maybe-
government. Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe a
proprietor.
sewing kit.
Go ahead. Sorry, Scab.
Oh, it's a little embarrassing, but sometimes a sewing kit's real useful.
I mean, I don't know what they cost, but it's not my money.
Very well. Let's get a sewing kit. Proprietor, since the Pinkertons are picking up the tab, could you go ahead and throw another week's stay for me on there?
now he has nothing to do with the Star Hotel.
Oh, this is a different.
Yeah, this is a general
cool,
store.
Cool.
Yeah, this is the general store.
All right. I tried.
All right, if you guys think that that's all you're going to need for a trek into the swamp, Pinkerton is gotten a horse and a cart as well. Doesn't know if any of you have horses. He's expecting not because you came in off the train.
Yeah.
Although Chance, do you have a horse, Chance?
That's probably more of a question for you than me, I think. But
Well, if you're a gunslinger, right?
assume so, but
Right. So a gunslinger has either let me get to it here.
I don't
You can have
remember
like
if
a
I'm
horse or a
entitled to
pet.
have one. Oh, that's
let
right.
me-
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd probably horse it up.
Let me check this real quick here. Gunslinger. Let's see. Trail companion. A trusty horse, a dog, or other animal companion to accompany you in the trails of the West. You've got an empathetic bond with the animal. You can teach them basic tricks. So yeah, it's up to you. What's your trail companion? Is it a horse or is it something more exotic?
Horse sounds fair to me.
You should go with donkey.
All right.
The best.
So your first level, which means you can teach it one trick. And you can come up with it later. I'm not going to put you on the spot at this moment.
Okay.
The fact that you're bonded to it gives it an additional hit die of hit points and a +1 bonus to its armor class as part of the training and bonding that you've done with it. So you've been with this horse a while.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. So you have a horse anyway. So yeah. Sorry. Dimitri is waiting for you all to come out with whatever supplies you have and kind of points to the wagon for you to throw the supplies in. Chance, you go and get your horse. The rest of you are footing it, or you can sit in the back of the cart.
I will ride
I
in the
definitely would
cart
want to sit in the back of
gladly.
the cart.
I'll pick up Scab and put him in the back.
Oh, I don't have to walk.
No, we're riding in style.
Not today, Scab.
And don't
I
think
I can try to scoot away. I don't usually get invited to the cab.
That's fine. You sit on the edge and don't think I didn't forget about you. As I slide him discreetly, the thumb in a jar. When you have your snack, make sure no one else is watching.
Oh, you sure are swell, Mr. McIntyre. Thank you so much.
It's very important to make sure that your underlings like you. That way they don't betray you. I learned that from my first cult.
You use a lot of big words, but I like the way you talk.
Thank you.
Nice. Well, with 5 of you back there, it's a little tight, but it's okay. You didn't buy a lot of stuff to take with you. So, you can each take a corner and somebody sit in the middle. And it's perfectly fine. Dimitri hands to Chance a piece of paper that's got a crude drawing on it. So my informants tell me the man's name is Aloysius. You know anything about this man? Go ahead and make me a luck check to see if you know this guy.
I just might. It was an 8. So
It's an 8. So yeah, you made it. So yeah, you know of Aloysius. He was one of the people that pretty much lived out at the swamps all the time. He'd only come into town to get flour, get sugar, and some coffee every now and then. He's kind of like the foreman of the crew that let me get his name again. Sorry. Cyrus Crow, the fishmonger that's in a coma. He was part of the crew that Cyrus had out there doing the fishing and, basically exploiting the resources, not for the town's benefit. So you don't know the guy personally, but you do know who he is, that you haven't seen him in town since all of these rumors have been started.
perfect.
So it's possible that he's still out there. And you also know he's got a penchant for coffee, heavily laden with sugar.
I guess we'll have to just keep an eye out for that sweet smell if we find him.
All right, so you head out. I'm not going to make you roll for where the swamp is. Chance, you've lived here long enough that you kind of know where it is. I'm going to move a map. And we will get there. Okay, here we go. So you guys are coming down what road there is that goes to the swamp. It's up this way is where the road is. Do you guys see the ping?
Give that to us again.
Sure. This road right here up to the north.
I am not seeing a ping.
You guys aren't seeing it?
Nope.
Okay, give me a second.
There's a pink ping.
Oh, there they go. Yep, that's where it is. You guys are
Bing, bing,
coming
bing.
up this road through here. And you see, and again, Chance, it's been a while since you've been out here, since people decided that they weren't going to do the fishing out here anymore. So it's been a couple months. The crude shacks and huts that have been put up are in really bad repair. Most of them are overgrown with just swamp brush, trees growing through the houses, the floating docks or the floating wharfs that were put up. Most of them broken. There's a few small flat bottom boats still around. It looks like it's been years since there's been people here. Like the vegetation grew very fast.
Yeah, we don't come out here very often anymore.
Yep. So the swamps off to the side of the trail, the first like 10 feet or so off the trail, the swamps are, goes ankle deep, but then it quickly goes down like to your waist and deeper towards the middle of the swamp. Something that Chance can warn you about.
Yeah, I'd recommend staying on the trails.
All right. Pinkerton brings up the cart, stops the horse and says, well, he turns back, looks at Chance. You sure this is the place? Doesn't look like anyone stayed here in quite a while.
I mean, technically it's the place. Now, whether it's the right one or not, I don't know, but it was the place.
Well, you brought along a bunch of people spending our money. So and he pulls out a pipe, kind of lights it, crosses his legs, kind of just makes a shooing gesture. Why don't you go find me this one Aloysius?
If he's here to be found, see what we can do.
I think your characters are off on the side of the map there. If you want to drag them on just onto the trail, don't get right onto that house there. Just drag them off onto the trail.
Okay. And we're coming up from the top there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I'll probably be at the front if I'm leading. What a poor decision maker I am.
Don't see a scab. Oh, did I miss Scab? Hold on, let me grab him from another page. There's Scab.
So let me get this right here, Chance. We're looking for a person named Aloysius somewhere in this area.
Yeah, perhaps here, or there, or over there, or somewhere in between, perhaps.
Have you tried just yelling out their name to see if they come running?
No, I mean, not yet.
I'll let you be the first.
Well, I don't really like yelling around these parts, to be honest.
Very well. Well, there's a couple buildings. Maybe we should start there. Lead the way.
As you walk up the path, everybody make me a luck check, please.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? Hold on. We're doing this as a group. Who has the lowest luck?
I have an 8.
Oh,
Why
no.
don't you make me a luck
I've got a
check?
14.
I think I might be tied with you, sir.
Oh, either one of you make me a luck check then.
I will do it. Score of 8. I get a 19. That
Ooh.
is very much a
Okay.
fail.
Good enough. As you continue to walk forward here, all of you notice that, I mean, the swamp is calm. Like you know, other than a few insects moving around, the water itself has been undisturbed. There's a lot of lichen growing in it. But there is a kind of a sound of like a plop And then there's like a ripple from the middle of the swamp there that just kind of moves to the shores very slowly.
All right, y'all. Might want to take a step back.
I will not argue. I will move as far back on the trail as I can away from that. Scab, I hope you have your hammer ready.
All right, sir.
All right. Is that roughly your marching order there? You guys have strung
Might
yourselves
be
out.
nothing, or it might be something quite large.
Yeah, I think that's where I would be.
Okay. 18. Let me look up something.
Poor Scab.
It's gonna be fine. What's the worst that happened? It kills me.
Yes.
I'd laugh, but for you, that's not very funny.
Okay, let me see what this looks like. Okay, you guys hear the tinkling sound of like silver bells. It's this tinkling sound kind of surrounding you in the air.
Do we see
Bells?
anything up in the air?
You don't, but kind of in the center, starting around where Ivan is, there's a mist starting to come up through the ground, and it's starting to very quickly spread out, fast enough that within just moments, you guys are having a hard time seeing each other in this volume of just roiling mist that's coming up.
No, this is just delightful.
Are the bells on all sides, or are they mainly coming from like?
Just kind of for everywhere. It wasn't like any one particular direction, just the sound of bells in the air. So you couldn't really pinpoint if it's like to the left, to the right. Honestly, it sounded like it was, if anything, above you.
I would.
When you say bells, are they like wind chime?
Yeah,
Right.
like small, tiny bells.
Yeah.
I hate this place.
Okay. So yeah, quickly, you guys are just enveloped with a mist. You can, if you put your hand up right in front of your face, you can see it. But past that, you can kind of feel each other bumping around next to you, but you cannot see anything.
I'd recommend nobody walk too fast, too far anywhere. You'll walk right into the swamp.
Yes, that is a fear.
I'll poke out in front of me with my hammer.
I'm going to set Quesadillo on the ground. Skitter out ahead. See what you can find that might be causing this.
Okay. You have a link.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Are you able to see through its eyes?
Let me double check. I can. I have limited communication and sense. Let me double check how far that actually goes. Countless days, functions. Oh my gosh. I cast spells through it, telepathic link with it, and I can see through the eyes. We can both see through each other's eyes with one round of complete concentration.
So are you doing that? Are you
Yeah.
concentrating on what it sees as you're moving forward? Okay, so the fog kind of ends. This circle tool never acts the way that I think it should. Let's try that again. It extends out to cover everybody there. I just can't get it any better than that. But there you go. It kind of ends at right around where the building is. So it's what is it? It's an armadillo, right?
Yeah.
So your armadillo sees 4 figures on the roof of this building. And the image that you're getting is they look kind of like humans, but they got gills and very fish-like features.
Um,
2 of them have rifles, which they're laying down, and they look like they're getting ready to shoot anybody that might come out of that fog bank that you guys are surrounded in. The other 2 have tomahawks.
Nobody move. There are strange fish people armed with ranged weapons on the roof of the nearby building. It looks like they're waiting for someone to leave. I think I might have something that can help with this.
Great. I knew it was a mistake coming here.
Through.
As you guys were talking,
Yeah.
to your right, so off here, there is a huge sound of water being displaced. And then a moment later, there's a corresponding huge sound of something entering the water, displacing a large volume on the other side.
You all keep an eye open for whatever that is in the water. Through Quesadillo, I am going to go ahead and cast sleep on those fish people on the roof.
Oh, awesome.
Sure. What is your range?
The range.
Actually, what spell are you casting? There is
Sleep.
no sleep spell.
Well, I thought we could take a mixture of. It said
No,
DCC and.
Well, yeah, that's like if you wanted to. I wasn't going to use it, but it's fine. If you wanted to take it, that's
Okay.
fine.
I can re-roll that after tonight.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
So what is the range on it?
60 feet.
60 feet. Easily catch the ones on the roof. So go ahead and make the roll.
Sure. Let's cast a spell. 18.
Oh my.
Okay, what is the result?
Let me look that up. An 18 on sleep. Up to 3 targets within range must save or fall asleep for D4 hours. They can only be woken through normal means. And I can specify an interrupt. The interrupt will be the code word pineapple. And it's a will save.
All right. It does, let's see here. Okay, yeah, you're good. And what is the save on the spell?
18 against will.
Okay. So the DC is 18. Okay. So let me just do a 40-20 here. One of them saved.
Nice. Well, not nice. 2 of them. I got 2 of them.
Yep. Make me a luck check.
Yep. That's a fail.
The one that saved is one with the rifle.
2 of them on the roof are down.
3. 3 out of 4. Only one made the save.
Oh, only one.
Oh, wait, you could only get.
Yeah.
I can only target
Yeah.
up to 3. So 2 of them
Okay.
are still up. One with the rifle.
2 with rifles. Yeah, there we go.
You can't see it, but you can hear Scab crunching on the thumb. You want me to get out there and deal with that rifleman, sir?
Have at it, my lad.
All right. So I'll step out of the mist, but as I do, I'll spend a point of personality
Mhm.
to use a dark inheritance,
Okay.
because it doesn't make me invisible, but I could take the wraith kinfolk ability to where I'm standing in mist and somehow I just kind of seem attuned to it, and my whole body just kind of turns into its own foul smelling wraith-like thing, and I just kind of turn into an apparition of myself and step out. But maybe that's enough for them to shoot at me despite my ethereal form.
All right. So you're taking the kinfolk trait of Wraith.
Yep.
So you flicker in and out of reality as your body dissolves into wisps of foul smelling mist. Go ahead and roll the duration. D3 plus 1 in rounds.
So 3 rounds. It's enough. Yeah. Level plus D3. So yeah, that's enough for me to start floating towards them.
Okay, yeah.
I'll see if I can
sure.
draw
And
fire.
They do. They fire as soon as you step out. So you will spend that personality point before you step out. So that goes off before they shoot. But as soon as there's movement out of that cloud, they both start shooting. Let's see here. Okay. So both shots go off, and it doesn't really matter if they hit you or not, but let's go ahead and roll.
Right.
Oh, one of them would have put a bullet right through your head. But the power that you turned on makes you immune to mundane weapons. But on the round of a
sounds
successful attack,
really
which
strong.
they did, you can take no physical action other than moving.
That's fine. I'm just gonna move on towards them. There's a couple asleep. Once I get back whole again, I'm just gonna be right next to them and ready to eat.
Yep. So they're 10-foot squares, and I'm going to say it's 10 feet up to the roof. So you can go
Okay.
ahead and move your character.
Now that we've seen where they're shooting from, maybe we'll just go ahead and fire back a little bit.
So 10-foot squares. So we've got a movement of what? 30?
Yeah, I think. Unless you've got a bonus of any sort.
No, I don't. This doesn't give me any bonus to movement. So I'm just slowly floating myself up towards the roof area where some of the sleeping ones are.
Sure. Now, none of you in the mist have seen what's going on here, other than McIntyre can see through his armadillo.
Okay. So like their gun, like muzzle flares and stuff wouldn't come
You
through.
can't
at
see
all.
a thing.
Too
No,
thick.
cannot see a thing.
Well, can we hear at least?
Yeah, you can definitely hear there were 2 shots fired.
Okay. That might be good enough for me to.
So at this point, let's go ahead and have everybody roll initiative. So that was like a surprise round or their waiting round.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there a button on the
On the
I see
character
it.
sheet? Yeah, there should
Yeah.
My initiative is
Something on
bad.
modifier.
Dang, Dan.
It's probably gonna be my best roll of the entire night right there.
He'll pop out of that mist and draw an ace.
Well, I rolled a
More
1,
than likely.
so my side is going last. Dead last. And I don't know if that actually is showing up in the tracker or not. I'm just
I
not
got
good
to
with these VTTs. So
2.
who got the highest chance at 22?
That might be the case.
Yeah. All right, Chance. You're still in the fog, roughly ahead of you. There's some gunfire.
Well, I suppose I will step on out and find out who needs to be shot first.
Yeah. So make me a luck check, please.
All right. Should be okay.
You make it. All right. So you do not step into the swamp. Your ears leads you out. Go ahead and move yourself just to right outside the edge there.
Okay. And I can't actually see the little perimeter you've drawn, so
Okay. So
I'm going to make
put
some
you right out
assumptions.
there. Mhm.
Okay.
There we go. So you step out of the fog. You see two very fish-featured guys on the roof that are taking aim with a rifle. You see kind of a billowing, misty form, a scab that's slowly rising through the air, heading towards them. What do you do?
He's such a weird kid.
Hey, Chance. You're so cool.
But I suppose I'll take a shot here.
Go ahead and
realize
you
I
got your
don't
own
have
card
the-
deck. Go ahead and draw a card.
Realize I don't have the PDF on here to double check what my rate of fire is on my gun.
What do you have for a gun?
It is. Let me open up my sheet. The Lamat carbine.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're using the advanced rules. Lamat pinfire.
It should have basically a rifle round and a shotgun round.
Yeah.
Let me
So its
shoot
rate of fire is 2.
2. Okay. So I'll be taking 2 shots then.
Mhm.
We'll see if all the things are in right here.
Remember, the second shot is at -1.
Yep. So I think everything's looking right on the roll. So 15 to hit.
Okay, yeah. You hit one, 9 points of damage. Let's see, just 2 up front here. So it doesn't take it out, but you certainly hit him.
Now, the only thing to do is to shoot him again.
Oh, and don't forget your Deadeye die. So if you want to declare a deed with it, so it did add the 1 point to the damage, and it's not enough to fire off a deed anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your first shot. And
So I figure I'll do the, I think it's free bleeder.
Okay.
It's one where they can potentially bleed a little extra damage.
Oh, yes, indeed. And don't forget your card draw too.
Yep, I got a 6 for my first one,
Mhm.
and looks like I'll have a 10 for my second shot. So
Okay. And are you shooting the same one that you wounded, or are you shooting the second one?
same one. Hopefully we
Same
can
one.
finish one of them off. I'm trying to remember, does 10 get you anything, or is it just the face
It's
cards?
face cards.
Just the face cards. All right. No mistakes, at least. That was good,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, 10 won't hit. Deadeye die goes off, but if you don't succeed, doesn't do anything for you. So you miss with your second shot.
Go figure.
Yeah.
This is
All
a
right,
good
so
one.
who's up next?
Not me for a while.
Yeah, so that was at 22. Who's up next after that?
I can't see the
Killian,
track.
I
think that's me.
Ivan and Killian both had a 17. Both with
All right,
the
whichever
modifier
one wants it first, go for it.
I'll let Killian go first. Go ahead.
Alrighty. I will attempt to maneuver as quickly as possible through this treacherous terrain.
Yep, so,
that
make me a
I'll
luck
be able
check.
to go.
Yep, make me a luck check.
Ooh. Hey.
You're fine. You don't step into the swamp and you're able to pull yourself out. Being in the back as you were there, though, unless you take a double move, you're still not going to get out of the fog. Do you want to take that double move?
Yeah, I'll take the double move to get just outside of the
Yep.
fog.
All right. Yeah. So you step just outside and you see Chance there with his gun out, the very odd looking scab in his misform floating towards the top.
He shot me in
so-
the head and it didn't do anything.
Ivan, you're next.
That sounds convenient.
How far out again is the fog?
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
You have no idea. No.
I will hear, all the scuffling and whatnot going on, and I'm just going to charge forward towards the
The
noise.
voices. Okay.
So I'm just gonna let out a huge, roaring laugh and run towards it.
Okay.
Luck check.
You make it. Okay. So again,
Right.
you'll need to double move to come out the other side of the fog, but you make it out without stepping into the swamp.
Fantastic.
So there was sort of 17s. Who's after that?
That should be me because I got a 13.
Okay. So you're concentrating right now to see through your armadillo's eyes. Wait, Scab, are you better than 13?
Oh no, I'm at 5.
Okay. Hey, you're at 5. All right. So you will have to drop that concentration to do something else.
Yes, I'm just going to stay here crouched down in the fog.
Okay.
And I'm going to instruct Quesadillo to get as close as he can to those that are on the roof. And then I am going to cast the spell Axle Grease through him.
Okay. I don't know how well armadillos climb, but we'll give it a check.
Okay, I got a stat.
Just
if
roll
you
a
want me to-
d20. Yeah. So make me kind of check do I want?
He's got a +1 to reflex.
Yeah. It's more of a skill check though. So I don't think armadillos are known for climbing, so let's call it an unskilled check.
Sure.
So roll a d10.
I got a
Okay.
4.
Does he have a bonus to either strength or
No.
or agility?
No, the monster stats don't include the breakout.
Oh, that's true. And you didn't buy anything extra for him because there's some stat stuff you can do.
No, not yet. No.
Okay. All right. In which case, that is a fail unless you want to spend a luck. You just need a 5.
Yeah, I'll burn a luck. Take me down to 7.
Okay. Okay, that'll do it then. He starts climbing. They climb fairly slow, but he's going to take this action to climb up onto the roof. Leaving, who's next?
That is
Scab's at 5. What's Jebediah at?
2.
2.
Scabs. Okay, you float up to the roof. This is a new turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, so I have a special attack that can drain personality. Would that wake him up, or could it be like one of them creepy succubus things where you're sucking him off while he sleeps?
Well, it will only wake with the special password of pineapple or the time elapses. So, yeah.
Well, they can be in the what I rolled. They can be awoken through normal means, in addition of my command or the
in addition
trigger.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think a personality drain would wake it up, but you could.
Okay. Well, since I haven't been attacked this round, I suppose I will. I can still attack since I haven't been damaged. So yeah, I'll just kind of float up my ethereal form, and I suppose I'll womp one of the ones what ain't dead yet. Which one's most hurt? I'll go for him.
Okay. So you become solid and you attack. Go ahead. And 9's not going to do it. You want to spend any luck or boon?
No.
Although you're pretty far away. Pretty far away from hitting.
Gives immune defeats. Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't a successful attack, so I guess I'm still ethereal since I didn't make it a successful attack.
You become solid just long enough to like try and make contact, but then your
Gotcha.
etherealness lasts until something actually hits you or it is dispelled
Okay.
by time.
Oh man, I'm still working out the kinks.
So you're also in daylight, and so you would normally have had a 1d penalty as well. I forgot that as well. That's the curse for actually that's shadow. Does Wraith have a curse?
I have to, if anybody's on the path of the
Oh.
righteous,
I don't
which
think
fortunately I don't think any.
Yeah, I don't think
Ivan
anybody
might
is.
be.
I'm walking the line.
Nobody
So I think
needs to
you're
worry,
fine.
but when I do this, if somebody was righteous, I might feel the desire to suck on you. I mean,
Well, you're on the roof. You're in melee with them now, even though your form is still kind of misty. So that leaves Jebediah still in the mists. What are you doing?
All right. So how many am I able to see? Do I
You
have to,
can't see
like,
at all. You cannot see a
when I'm in the
thing.
mist? Okay.
Like you can hear
Yeah, I'm gonna
gunshots and
move.
people ahead of you, but that's really all you can figure out.
As much as I don't like running towards gunshots, I should. So yeah, I'll move up. Go to about here. Am I still in the
You're
mist
still
if I move
in.
up?
Like if you double move out, that'll be enough to put you right there, and you're just out of the mist. But before
Okay.
that happens, make me a luck check.
Sure. Let's do that. I don't know what the T and the U means next to that.
Trained and untrained. So it would be trained for a luck check.
Okay. Looks like I passed.
Okay, so you make it out just fine. You don't step into the swamp. Curses. I was hoping somebody would fall into the swamp. My plans just never work out. So, Scab,
Maybe next time.
it's their turn now. Actually, yeah, they go on one. Scab, the one in front of you is going to try and just the rifle didn't work, the bullet didn't work, so he's going to try and just like butt stroke you with the end of his rifle. I don't. Well, it doesn't hit because you're immune to that sort of thing. But what is your armor class normally?
It's 12, but please don't butt stroke me, sir. That's wrong.
Yeah, so it just passes right through your form, doing nothing. However, let me. Okay, a more fishy-looking humanoid pulls itself up under the dock, and you guys are all kind of there in a line of sight. He's going to cast a spell. This is the sneaky caster. It's just waiting for you.
It's always got to be one.
Let me think. You know what? Yeah, he is going to cast a spell, but it's not going to be on you guys.
I like that he looks like kind of like Fish Grandpa or something.
19. Okay. All right. This does not affect you at all. It just he cast something on himself. So it's a new round. Guys, go ahead and roll your initiative.
Wow. I don't expect to do as well this time around.
Hey.
Nope.
Better this
Okay.
time.
I'm only going on an 8. Looks like there's an 18 out there. Jebediah. Okay, Jebediah.
Mhm.
You were out
All
of the
right.
cloud. You see there's some combat going on the roof, and you see this very
Mhm.
fishy looking man coming up here. You guys were already exposed to this kind of fish like features to some people in the town. So I'm not making you roll a fear check against this. You've kind of already gotten kind of acclimated to this, although these folks look worse than the ones around town. They have obvious gills and scales.
Okay. All right. Probably. Are there any like surrounding scab right now that are looking particularly?
There is one that's in combat with Scab right now.
Okay.
But
Just firing
Scab
into combat?
doesn't look solid. He you can see sunlight kind of coming through his form.
I'm gonna assume that's a good thing for him, and I think I'll try and help him out. And does firing into melee though, like
50% chance of hitting. It's
Okay.
basically a 50-50.
okay?
It's okay. You can shoot me. It's fine.
I don't have a special weapon though. Is it his still like can't be harmed by normal weapons thing going on? So
You wouldn't know.
I guess that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I would want to help him.
How
so
sure of an
I'm gonna
aim
fire.
is Jebediah? So Jebediah is very sure of his aim. Go ahead, draw a card.
Oh,
Card-
Jebediah is very sure of everything he does.
Of course.
Whether or not he's good at it.
That's why he's a terrible gambler.
That's why he's a terrible gambler. Yeah. He's got a heck of a poker face, though. You never can tell if he's bluffing or not.
Right.
He's always excited.
He's just always sad.
Every hand is a winner. Every hand is a winner.
Yeah. What's the P and the S on the roll for the weapons?
It's a primary, like
Yeah,
I think it's like
primary,
primary,
secondary.
secondary.
So yeah, so like if it's an untrained weapon, so you're primary. If
Okay.
it's but draw your card first.
Draw my card.
Yeah, do you have a card deck with you? If not, you can draw off the pile there.
Let's see. Let's draw. How do I do that?
Well, I was having everybody have their own physical deck, but if you want to use the digital one here, I'll just toss it on the screen. Oh, it's an
Okay.
ace. Ooh.
Oh no. You're having Dan luck already.
That means it gets
Yeah.
a hex,
Oh, no.
right?
Yeah, you get a hex, and do put that on your character sheet because it will self-calculate for hexes.
Okay.
And let's see. Here we go.
Did someone buy us boons recently? We
Last
should have
session
one boon
or the first session.
because you can basically
Yeah,
use the
I
boon
spent
to
my
cancel
one
the hex,
boon
can't you?
already though.
Yep. So it's a miss and a misfire. You're going to roll on the firearm fumble chart. And the hex counts on the chart. So here we go. So what is your fumble die?
Sounds fun.
Yeah, what's your fumble die for your class?
My fumble die should be. I want to say it said a D8 somewhere or D12, but it says D14 with the hex, I think.
Yes, exactly. So roll a D14. I got the chart up here.
All right. Do I add anything to it or subtract anything from it?
Do you have a luck bonus or negative?
I have a 1 modifier. So
positive or negative one?
A positive 1.
Okay, yes. So subtract 1.
Okay.
A 2. Hey, that's pretty good. The cylinder is overpacked, sounding off with a deafening boom. You're effectively stunned for 1d2 rounds as you try to regain your senses. So just roll a d2.
This one
slash roll 1d2. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, you lose this round from a misfire, and you'll lose the next round from just the sudden thunderclap to your ears. But otherwise, you're fine. You take no damage, and it doesn't destroy your gun.
Cool.
So there we go. So
that could have been a lot worse.
After
That should be me. I have a 18 as well.
Ivan.
All right. So there's the caster, and there's the guy that Scab's with. Is there anybody else?
There's one sleeping, and there's another one up here as well. Actually,
another one up on the roof
there. Right? No, wait. Did Scab take one down?
No,
Scab did not take one down. So yeah, there's 2 up here with Scab.
One's been shot.
Yeah, but still up.
Is there? How high is the roof? Like, how hard would it be for me to climb?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I should be able to climbing it would count as double. So where you are, you can do a double move and you could be on the roof, but you wouldn't have an action left.
Isn't there one of your lucha things where you can spend personality to leap?
You can use you can leap.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's see. That is.
That was one of my favorite things. Yeah, it was one of my favorite things to do with the luchador.
So cool. Luchas are just amazing.
Yeah, it's 1 point of personality. It's a 15-foot vertical and horizontal without a running start. With the running start, the range is doubled. So you could actually move your 3 and leap, and you would easily clear. And then you would still have an action left.
Okay.
Or you can turn the leap into an attack.
That's what I'm going to do. That was my next thing. So I'm going to get a running start just for like 5 feet and then jump and leap up there. And my aim is to try and come up over the crown of the roof and just do a double-footed, just horizontal kick and just knock this guy clean off the roof.
Okay, so there are 2 guys up there. One of them is in combat with Scab. The other one hasn't had his action yet, but it looks like he's got a rifle. And it looks like he's going to fire down into somebody down below. So your attack is at -2 because it's hard to control your leap. But if you succeed, the damage is +1d.
Awesome. Okay, so let's do this. So let me roll. Whoops. Wrong thing.
And don't forget to declare your lucha die if you want to declare a maneuver with it. Although knocking him off the roof. Actually, knocking him off the roof could be your maneuver.
Yeah,
if you
that's
want
a good one. Like
that's kind of what I'm shooting for is giant leap and kick him off the roof. So
leaping missile drop kick.
Yeah,
that's my. Absolutely. Should I roll my lucha die first?
Do you have? It should have an attack set up that rolls your lucha die. Do you not have one? Let me look at your
I
character
don't
sheet.
really have anything pre-filled in for attacks.
Oh, you didn't. Okay. So then just roll so roll your lucha die, and then roll a d20, add your lucha die to the d20,
Gotcha. Okay. So
and then you'll be -2. Ooh,
there's
so,
my D3. So it's a
okay,
1.
so that fails, but it adds a +1 to the d20.
This one.
So you won't
And
knock him
then-
off the roof, but you might still hit him.
For this, do I add my strength modifier as well since it's a melee?
Yes.
Or is that okay?
Yeah, no, you do.
So that's another +1. All right. So there's an 18.
Oh yeah.
All right. So you are going to hit him, but you won't knock him off. There is a 20% chance that you'll knock him off his feet, though. So I'll roll that for him. He's not knocked off his feet. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. And do I still add the lucha die?
To the damage, yes.
And
Okay.
plus,
You
made
don't
the
roll
attack,
again. It just does another point of damage.
and whatever your damage type
Gotcha.
is would be up by 1.
Yeah. So look
Right.
at your luchador has a damage dice for unarmed combat.
Yeah, it's a
think at
D8,
first
I
level,
think.
It's a D8. So it goes up 1 from a D8. So you're going to do a D10 damage instead. Use your
Gotcha.
+1D.
Nice.
There we go. And then plus strength modifier +1 for the lucha die.
Yeah.
Right.
And which one were you hitting? The one that was in combat with Scab, or the other one that was aiming towards
The other
group?
one, the one that was aiming with the rifle.
Awesome. Okay.
7.
All right. Yeah, he was already damaged by a gunshot, so he actually does go down. With a
Nice.
cracked skull, broken neck, and you land on him.
This is so awesome.
So, Ivan, that was your turn. Who's next?
After that would be Jake.
Yeah. What does Jake go on? I go on an 8. What's Jake go on?
At 12.
Okay.
You'll with an 8, you'll go after Dan. I've got the initiative
Alright.
written down. I can keep track of it
Appreciate it.
for you, Bert.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Jeez.
Okay.
Assuming the one on, I'm just going to assume that because Scab is made of smoke at present, that even if I accidentally shoot him, he'll be fine. So, oh gosh, but I am quite a ways away. My Derringer is not going to reach him. I suppose I'll try to.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. There is that fella up on the
Yes.
on the dock
On the
there.
wharf.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. So I'm gonna squeeze past the Jebediah Jebums, and then I will. There we go. I'll take aim and fire at this guy.
Sure. You run forward and you discharge your little Derringer. Go ahead and draw your card. Do you have your own card deck, or do you want to draw from
I
the-
do 8 of
Okay.
diamonds. Good old
Okay.
good.
8 of diamonds?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh,
That's a
no.
misfire.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So, like I said, with the rented or used weaponry, it's actually 1 die worse on the chart. So, what is your fumble die?
Where did I put that?
And don't
fumble
forget to
die is
put-
D12. Ugh.
Right. Yeah. So it goes up to a D14,
Yeah.
and you have a hex die now as well.
Yarg.
And the hex die also makes it worse. It's another +1, so actually that's a D16 on the chart. So roll a D16. Do you have a luck modifier, a positive luck modifier?
I do not.
Okay, D16 on the firearms fumble chart.
All right. This will be fun.
Oh, if you
Oh
have a
my God.
boon, you can just cancel out the hex before you roll. I'm fine with that.
I do not.
You do not. Okay.
Everybody should have one.
Really?
From
Yeah,
last
Melissa
session.
bought us one
Last
on the first
session.
session.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In which case, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll take
Yes.
So
it.
it'll drop it to
fine.
it'll drop it to a D14, and you can re-roll that if you want. So
Okay.
D14.
Spend mine killing the mountain
Rolling
man.
12.
12 is still not good. So your shot goes wide, causing the shot to strike a random ally. So, like as you're running forward, you actually trip, and your arm goes high, and
Please
it
hit
is
me.
random, so it might hit Scab, which would be
Please hit
fine.
me.
All right, so
Oh,
let's figure that out
God.
first. So roll a D5, and I'm just going to go across the windows to figure out which one it is. So
5.
So it's going to hit Jebediah Bejebums.
Poor man.
Okay, hits
Poor
for normal
sad man.
damage. So roll the damage on your gun.
Oh,
Ow.
my agility mod as well, I assume.
Yeah, just as if you would. Yep. So
Oh
8
my god.
Oh God! Come on!
Are you alive?
Yeah.
You
I got
don't
3
roll the
HP.
hit first. You just straight up do damage.
Yeah,
Just shot him right through the leg
you
or
are
something.
Hit. Yeah, you are hit. It's a random ally is hit, and then roll a D3 for me.
I like to think that I'm like
Joe.
still.
Let's have Joe roll it because you're also stunned for this many rounds as you're like,
Oh,
what the heck?
Poor Dan. He's back to being stun locked.
Well, this is Joe.
Oh yeah, that's not
One
bad.
again.
Joe.
It's not
bad.
me yet
Yeah.
for once.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just have so many memories of you being stun locked.
I know. I mean, this is all wrong.
So you're facing down the spellcaster, trip at the last moment, arm goes wide, and you shoot Jebediah. All right, who's after Killian?
I think it's me.
After Jake, it's Dan, and I was wrong, Bert. Scab goes on a 9, and then you go. So after
Okay.
Jeremy.
All right,
And you said the squares are 10-foot squares.
they're 10-foot squares. Yeah.
All right. Well, after that display of oh gosh, what's going on? My screen is scrolling as I'm moving my token for some reason.
See, this is why I carried a camera during the Civil War.
Yeah.
you misfire on that and nobody dies.
It just gets a bad picture. That's
Yeah.
all.
I was
It's
going
really
to move
blurry.
up and go ahead and take a shot here.
Draw your card, take your shot.
I'll do the free bleeder again here,
Mhm.
just in case.
Oh,
Nice
Oh,
roll. But what was the
Ooh.
card?
It's a 2.
All right, you're fine.
Whew.
And
almost
who were you
forgot.
shooting? Who were you shooting?
I'm shooting for the guy on the dock since he's not engaged.
Guy in the dock. Okay.
Caster. Nice.
So 3 points of damage. And what are you doing with your? You got your boon. So what are you doing with your Deadeye die? Oh, you didn't make it. You got a 1 on the Deadeye, so
But
nothing
you got
special.
a crit.
Yeah, but I did get a
Yep.
crit, so let's
Right.
see what the crit do.
Yeah, go ahead.
no, it already rolled it.
Yeah, you
Crit
got a
die
9.
D10. 9.
Oh, another 9 points of damage. Oh, I think that kills him.
Oh,
take a
that's
look
what the
here.
crit does.
Yeah. Okay, so it did roll the crit. Interesting. It doesn't roll the fails, but it rolls the other ones. Okay. well,
Strangely, yes, it appears to
Yeah.
roll the crit.
all right, let me see. He had 13 hit points, and how much did you do total? 9,
Would have
11,
been 12.
12. Oh, all right. So he's got 1 hit point. 1 hit point.
Well,
It's a good shot, though.
Yeah, it
Well,
was.
You gonna
the
take
only
the second
answer is to. Oh,
You gonna take the second shot?
I would.
Oh, got an ace.
Yeah,
Got an
there it
ace.
is. I'll go ahead and spend that boon I just earned.
To get rid of the hex.
Rid of the
Yeah.
X.
Okay, go ahead and roll your fumble die. Let's see what happens.
All right, let me see where that is.
And then if you have a luck bonus, subtract it from the
I'm
roll.
trying to figure out where my fumble die is. It says it just
It's in
D1
your
on here. I'm
class.
sure that can't be right. So I assume
No,
it's just too small.
So you're a gunslinger. Your fumble die is a D12.
Okay.
And then if you've got a luck bonus, either add or subtract if you've got a bonus or a negative.
Good thing I got a big bonus. Brings it
Mhm.
down to a 3.
A 3, not bad at all. Flaming debris from the sprint cartridge or possible blowback from a faulty round burns your hands. D3 damage. Go ahead and roll it yourself.
All right. Dang. Going for
Burns your
max.
hand for 3 points of damage, and then make me a DC 10 reflex save. Otherwise, you will drop the firearm.
No.
It doesn't matter because you can just pull them right back to you
Yep.
freely as a gunslinger.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Gunslinger's
agility.
really good.
Reflex save.
Oh, reflex. Sorry. Let me roll the right thing here. There we go.
Yeah, no problem. You don't drop your gun. You don't look silly dropping your gun.
Ah.
You sure are cool, Chance.
Ah.
After that, Scab.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so you said someone else goes before I do?
Scab does.
Scab does. Okay, Scab.
So there's one asleep, but there's still one more awake up on the roof, right?
There's one awake, the other one's dead, and the one asleep. So yeah.
Okay, I'll go for
One
the one
facing
who's
you
awake.
is still up.
Okay, I'll go for him.
Okay. That hits. 10 points of damage. Oh yeah. What does that look like?
Well,
You definitely kill him.
It's kind of the weird thing where like I'm kind of incorporeal in a swing, but I still haven't got the hang of this just yet. So I'm already halfway through his form before I remember to make myself solid.
Just
This is the camera's already.
butthole clear out.
So you just rip his lower half open.
So your swing starts in the middle of his stomach and goes down through.
It's like tearing open a chip bag.
Yeah. It's interesting though. The blood that flies everywhere is green.
Don't eat that.
It's right
And,
there.
How many rounds do you have left? Being
That's my last
incorporeal?
round.
That's your last round. Okay. All
What
right.
if it's
So basically, after he
mid-flavored?
does that, after he unloads this dude, his form
Okay.
kind of goes back to normal.
All right. Now it's my turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Killian, as you're running forward and you have this tremendous gaff as you trip and your gun goes off. But you get really close to this fishy faced sorcerer. His eyes go really big, then you trip. He just shakes his head and he pulls out a gun and puts it
Oh,
basically
geez.
right in your face and just pulls the trigger.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Oh. Good night.
That feels
Killian.
like cheating.
Okay, I'm sure an 18 hits you.
Oh my God, does it ever?
And
not a
the
crit.
Frenchman was executed.
It's not a crit, at least. Actually, he's going to really fire a 2. So, okay, the first shot that hits you does just a single point of damage. It's
Oh.
grazing, and then it's like he corrects and he moves it closer in for his second shot. He's got a -1 on this one though. So here's the second shot. Oh,
Oh.
wow!
Oh,
Yeah,
geez. Dirty 20.
Oof.
this one is more on
Okay.
target. As you take 8 points of damage. Are you still up?
I am still up.
Okay, yeah. So first shot goes wide, just nicks your ear and moves it in a little bit. This time he gets you center of mass. Boom. He's got this hand cannon. It's just this huge, heavy gun. Okay, that's that turn. And then
I'm after you.
well, I'm
Oh,
there's
I'm sorry.
more thing.
I'm sorry.
There's one more thing. All of you see like this huge disturbance in the water just off the dock side here. Don't see anything yet, but there's this huge wake in the swamp. All right, McIntyre.
Oh, God.
The armadillo is on the roof now.
My armadillo is on the roof.
Can I be petting armadillo or quesadilla?
Okay. Crap. The armadillo is on the roof. Is the mist still going on?
The mist is still going on. Yeah.
All right, I gotta leave the mist because I can't. I can do this through the armadillo. The bottom of this water here thing. No, that's too sketchy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the mist and just shoot with a derringer because
Okay, what are you shooting at? You can't see a thing other than through Armadillo's eyes.
I am going to risk Killian's life and shoot at the boss guy, the frog guy on the.
Oh
dock.
my gosh. Okay.
Please save and kill
Do I need
me.
to do
All right,
a-
so if you're basically using your armadillo to aim. I'm gonna say that's at
Well,
least
my intention was to walk out of the mist, to walk forward.
Okay.
So I think I need to give you a luck check.
give me a luck check. Yeah.
You might get your person in a swamp. Oh, yep, that's a big fail.
Yeah, right. Yes. You take a step and you fall into the swamp.
No.
Luckily for you, the thing moved.
Nice.
So
Do I move
it's not
off
where it
into the
was.
swamp on the left or on the right?
Yep,
Nope,
right
you
there.
got me.
Poosh.
Okay, that's my
Oh,
turn.
no.
Yep. Sure enough, and that's everybody. So well, we still have combatants up, so everybody roll initiative again. Jebediah, you have one more round of being stunned because of the shot from Killian, but go
Okay.
ahead and roll anyway.
Well, I go last. I'm apparently just lounging on the roof.
Could be. Jeez. I go on a 2, so I go pretty low.
You're
I lose the
tied.
button every time. There you go.
But it looks like Scab at a 16. Yeah.
I had a 22.
Dan got
Oh, you had a 22. Okay. So the sorcerer is still there, but that's the only target that you see available.
Hey, now, don't you be killing my shields. I need somebody to take the rounds first. We just barely got
Paid
here.
employees / meat shields. Sure.
Mhm.
So you get a shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will drop 5. So it's
Yep.
just a
I
miss.
believe the Lamont that you have has a.
It's got 9 rounds.
It's got 9 rounds. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So you don't need to reload yet. That's going to miss.
Yep. And unfortunately, as things should be, it's an 8 now.
Oh my gosh. Did you? You roll? Oh my. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'll spend my last boon.
To not get the hex. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Roll on the chart. Oh, geez. You guys are having
Why?
awful firearms.
I blame Jeff for this.
Do you? Do you?
I do, man. You seen that some bitch's dice luck? He ate my ass for 60 points of damage last night.
So what's really going on here is that Chance drank at the breakfast buffet this morning, so he's a little tipsy.
Hey, that's how I stay steady.
Should have stuck with milk.
I got a -1. So
Okay, so
I-
it's a result of a 1. It just accidentally discharges before proper aim can be taken. If they attack against you, they get a smite bonus, but it doesn't do anything else. So you're perfectly fine. All right, so that was at a 22. Who's next?
After that is Scab.
Scab, you are now solid. You're on the roof. You see down below you. Actually, you got a great vantage from up here. You see the fishy sorcerer down there, but more importantly, in the swamp, you don't so much see it as see this enormous shadow that's just below the surface of the water. It's huge.
Oh, man. Is it close to Mr. McIntyre?
Well, no, it is not. It's just off the wharf here.
Okay. I guess first things first. You know what? Who cares? I'm just gonna do a running jump, and I don't care if it shares my kneecaps. I just run off the roof, leap down at that sorcerer, and bring down a sledgehammer.
All right. I'll tell you what, make a reflex save for me.
Oh no. I've made a huge mistake. Reflex. There you are.
Okay. That actually was successful by 1. So you're on target. Add +1 to your attack roll.
Oh man. I'm so excited. +1.
You're going to take a little damage from falling from that high as well, but go ahead and make your
That's
attack
fine.
roll.
It's worth it.
Mhm.
Okay, modifier 1. There you go. And yeah,
All right.
for 3 damage.
It only had 1 damage left. So what does that look like? So you jump off the roof and you land on it.
It's
tent stake him.
it's an idiot child jumping off a roof. Ah!
Bonk.
And the sledgehammer just kind of like catches it right on the front of the forehead. It just kind of like clunks in. But because it's only 3 damage, it like only goes about 3 inches into the skull.
Yep.
And then he's like walking it down. He's like trying to pull it off the end of the sledgehammer.
Okay. Since you were on target, that would normally be a fall of 10 feet down. So that would normally be a fall of 30 feet. I'll reduce that because you were on target and you landed well. So roll 2d6 for damage to yourself.
All right.
If you roll a 6, you break a bone. You
Oh,
break a
no.
bone, taking 10 points of damage. Are you up?
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. You hear the snap of your left femur as you land on him.
Oh no.
You just poke at it like, oh, not again.
Oh man. Sure, I'm glad I got that sewing kit.
All right. So we'll keep going because there's still a threat here. So after Scab goes, who's next?
I think you're muted there, Chuck. But I think
I am
it's me
muted. It is
next,
Joe.
and I'm
Right.
stunned.
So yeah, you finish out the last of your stun as you shake yourself back to usefulness.
Yeah. My ears start working, and then I realize I've been shot.
Yeah.
After that, it's Jake.
All right, Jake. Well, Scabs is standing right in front of you. I'll tell you what. Make me a luck check.
All right.
From the ground, it's not as discernible, the big shadow in the water, and Scab hasn't said anything yet.
It matches.
Sorry. The whole breaking legs and jumping
All right.
thing.
So there is something very large right beneath the surface of the water here. And you can see the kind of wake that's of the water around it. Can't make out what it is. It's just a really large shape.
I don't know about that. I suppose I'll go to the end of the wharf. Well, or maybe not. There we go. There. I'll go to the end of the wharf and I'll take a shot down into the water and
Okay.
yell at it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, first let me draw a card. Just make sure it's Jack of Spades. That's good.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good card. Let's see.
All right, that gives me
Jack.
a +1 to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
To attack and damage, I think, isn't it?
Yep, to both attack and damage.
good. All right, so that'll do. That did not. Yeah, that added the +1. So 3 or
Yeah, I mean, you shoot down into the shadow. You have no idea if you hit anything, but you shoot down into it.
it should also. Yeah. So there's no telling if I hit it or not.
Yeah.
Curses.
There's not. Who's after Killian?
After that is me.
All right.
I'm in the swamp.
Yes. Okay. So you're in the swamp. You're out of the fog bank though, but this is kind of slimy. You're pretty sure you just felt a leech crawl up one of your legs.
Oh god. Okay. And my armadillo's on the roof, and I don't trust him to jump down. And I
Your
don't,
armadillo sees that huge shadow beneath the water just off the
Yeah.
dock.
I don't have any other range spells that I can cast through him. So I'm just gonna spend the time trying to get to shore.
Okay.
Over there, maybe.
So you okay? Yeah. So in the water, you can duck through, and you're kind of I'm gonna say you're able to kind of see the bank there. So if you're gonna swim for shore, go ahead and put yourself on the shore bank there. That's fine.
Yeah.
You climb out of the swamp. You're pretty sure you've got several leeches on you.
Yeah. I'll give, Scab a decent snack later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that. Does that use everything?
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's all of your movement and action. So who's after McIntyre?
You and Eddie are both tied at 2.
Okay, Eddie. I'm going to take my action because you won't really see a target until it happens. So this gives you an opportunity to do something about it. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm going to make this visible to everybody.
Oh god.
Oh no.
No thanks.
This leaps out of the water, destroying the bridge. So Killian and Scab, it's essentially making an attack against you as it bursts through that dock, does a huge arc in the sky, and it's going to actually try and land on Ivan.
Oh, I shouldn't be there. Sorry, I'd never moved my token. I should be on the roof.
All right,
'Cause
so
I
it's
was
not.
up
It's
on the
just so the arc is just going to make it a complete, just like a leap to
There we
the
go.
other side, to the other side of the swamp. So it'll just focus its
Sorry.
attacks on Killian and Scab. So here we go. Killian, this one's on you.
Oh boy. Oh, that hits.
And does that hit your AC? Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's mostly from the debris of the dock exploding from under you, and the force of the creature. So I'm not going to do the creature attack. I'm just going to do a D6 for the debris, but I am going to add its strength bonus to it. Ooh, 9 points of
Ooh.
damage. Are you
I am
down?
way down.
Okay. All right. This is the one against Scab. What's your AC, Scab?
It's 12 on the dot. I see a thing mentioning, is this something where I would get my benefit of the -1 die to damage die?
Which thing are you calling up? Sorry, there's a lot of.
It's called tough. At least it's on the character sheet. It's called tough as nails. No crits and receive -1 D to damage.
Tough as nails, dark inheritance. Give me a second.
That might be an older thing. I'm not sure.
Okay. Returning from the game is no small feat. Tom Malker finds the return comes complete with a new bag of tricks, including the inability to feel pain. You shrug off all but the worst of wounds. Their fortitude save bonus is doubled. See, they do not suffer critical hits. Damage rolled with a critical strike is still taken, but no critical hit chart is rolled. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't really do anything for you here, other than if it critted on you, you wouldn't roll.
I
the
gotcha.
crit.
It was on the character sheet, so I was just asking. So that may be from like
Older
an
sheet.
earlier sheet or thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it does hit your AC then at a 12. D6. The dock explodes around you with a lot of force. 5 points of damage. Are you still up?
I'm still up.
Okay.
But I'm not, man, you really making my day unpleasant.
Mm-hmm. Killian, how far negative are you?
That would have put me to my -6.
Okay. Yeah. We can roll the body after the combat to see if you live.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's my turn. Is there anybody after me?
Eddie.
Me.
All right, Ivan. You see it breach. You see it land on the other side. I'm going to say that since you're on the roof and you're at the same initiative, you can interrupt that arc.
Ooh.
However you want to describe
fun.
that. That sounds fantastic. I think what I'll do is probably just do kind of almost like a backflip, but like halfway through, I'm just going to kind of push myself up in the air and try and just kick him with both feet mid jump.
Sure. So you're going to leap and kick him. So that's just a melee attack. That's fine. I'll make you do a check to see if you land well after the kick.
Okay.
So yeah, just go ahead and make a melee.
All right. Let's roll. Do I roll my lucha die on every attack?
On every melee attack.
You can call a special deed on every single attack. You can always be doing some
cool thing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so then if that's the case, then I'll go ahead and see if this lands. But I've
so
got
what's
an
the effect
idea
that
for
you
the
want
kick.
to do? Yeah.
So the kick is if I can interrupt him halfway through, just as he's going over the roof, I'm just going to try and kick him straight into the air. Because my idea is like soon as I finish the backflip and I land on my feet after kicking him, I'm just going to step out of the way and let him fall through the roof of the building.
Awesome.
Nice.
So he's not going to actually reach the water on the other side. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see if you get it.
Yes!
Yeah.
Okay. You still have to hit, though. You still have to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a D20 plus the die plus my strength modifier.
Yes.
Oh, whack.
Let's see. Can I re-roll with a boon?
Do you have a boon?
I do.
I didn't think you could re-roll a crit.
Yeah.
Could you?
You can't
Cannot
roll a crit
reroll
fail.
critical
Yeah.
fails.
Oh,
But you
man.
can
Okay.
you can spend your luck on critical fails, but you can't spend a boon.
Oh,
Right.
Unfortunately,
Gotcha.
its AC is 12. Do you have enough luck to get that to a 12? And
mean,
are you
I do-
willing
I-
to spend it? Because the other thing.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, I do have the luck, but I mean, how long is it going to take for me to get that back?
A long time.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna end up like I'm imagining I try and roll back into the backflip to do it, and instead of landing, like my wrists slip on the green blood, and I just face plant into the roof.
Oh, no. So here's the thing. You leap and you miss. Let's see where you land and how bad it is.
Oh, God.
So make me a reflex save. If you make it, you're going to land without any problem at all. If you fail it, you're going to fall and you're going to take falling.
Let's see
damage.
here. So with my reflex, if I remember correctly, I can add my lucha die to the reflex save. Is that right?
I
can't remember
There's a special
how
thing
that
that
works.
does that, but I don't think so. I think that's a power. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be a power. I think you might be right.
Yeah, that's a power.
I think that's
which you're, yeah.
okay. Yeah. So it's just my normal modifier for reflex. Okay.
Yep.
So let's go. Ooh.
Oh wow, it's a fumble. Oh, this is bad.
The sound of ankles breaking.
Okay, you earned a
Fumbled
hex
2
from
times.
fumbling, and this is going to be nasty, Eddie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Roll a d4. That's how many tens of feet you fall.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
30 feet.
So you have this big arc, and it's way over the roof, and you're going to land way down on the ground, 30 feet below. Roll 3d6. Any sixes is a broken bone. Okay,
2, 2,
6
2.
points of damage. You
Okay.
didn't break any bones, but it's a really bad landing. Okay, and it finishes its leap off the other side.
Let's see here. So I imagine I land like over here in the road somewhere.
Yep. The fog is gone since the spellcaster's dead.
Oh boy.
Was that everybody?
That's everyone.
Yeah, I think,
think so.
Initiative.
Okay. So yeah, top of the round. Everybody roll me initiative.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I rolled 2 again. Oh,
The GM's creatures are going really slow tonight. I don't think I've gotten double digits on an
I
initiative
think
roll yet.
best was an 8.
Oh, the
Jebediah.
gems.
All right.
I think Jebediah goes first. You can kind of see
fresh
the
out of my
creature.
stun.
Yeah, you can kind of see the creature in the water. You have a target.
I do. I don't like that thing. I'm going. Has it attacked us yet, or has it just like emerged?
Well, it kind of destroyed the wharf that Killian and Scab are standing on. Killian's not moving. It looks pretty bad on the wharf. He might be dead.
Okay. I'll shoot it.
Is there anyone he would actually care about right now? Who's hurt?
That's true. He only cares about himself.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I care about other people being alive to help me get paid.
Yeah, that's true. So you just have a Derringer, is that right?
I have a lever action rifle.
Oh, you have a rifle. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Did you write down how many shots you get with it?
I did not.
Okay.
Lever
Lever action regular rifle, you get 3 shots, but it is a -1 to each attack after the first.
Okay. I've only been doing the one, so.
All
Okay,
right, yeah,
and then
so-
let me draw a card here. I've got like a random card generator, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
9 of spades.
Not a problem. Shot goes off. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. And we'll do that.
Bam, you hit it. Only 2 points of
damage.
damage, though. You want to take the next shot?
So I can shoot 3 times around, you're saying?
Mhm.
You can shoot
What
up
is
to
that?
3 times in a round, but
You have
you're
to draw-
-1 for each shot.
-1 for each,
Oh.
and you have to draw a card for each.
You have to draw a card for each.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll do one more shot.
Okay.
3 of clubs.
You're fine.
All right. We'll do another shot.
Oh, that's gonna miss. Yeah.
Oh man. Although, how much would I need to be?
3 points of luck. Yeah, I shouldn't be nice and tell you, but I will be nice and tell you. 3 points of luck and you'll hit it.
I think I want to do that.
Because you're a gambler, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I recover at double the rate.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. That makes sense.
So I get like 2 for free every day.
Okay. You want to spend it?
Yeah, I'll burn 3 luck.
Well, don't you have like a dice that you roll per luck?
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
think.
So you
Is it?
get hold on a second. Let me make sure that didn't change.
Like a
Gambler,
D3 at level 1.
Yeah.
luck. Mojo die. Anytime you burn your luck, you roll your mojo die. It's determined by level.
So I'll
Okay,
burn
yeah.
1.
So at a level 1, your mojo die is a D3, and that's how much luck you get for each point that you spend. So you can do it one at a
Okay.
time. I'm fine with that. So you can just,
Cool.
Nice. Just 1 luck and you do it.
there you go.
Spent 1. Sweet.
Okay, you heard it.
Handy.
There's blood in the water. Who's next?
Awesome.
I'm next.
Okay, Mr. McIntyre. Boy, those leeches are heading towards your crotch. You're pretty sure, but
That thing's
there's something really large that just it just leaped over you, hit the swamp on the other side.
Yeah, it's. I wish it wasn't in the swamp. If it was on dirt, I would have a different spell I could cast, but it's not. So I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
So my card. Guys. Oh my gosh, did I lose it? There it is. All right. My rate of fire on this, I think it's just 1.
What's the weapon?
Derringer.
Oh, yeah, it's 1.
Drew a 7.
No, actually, I'm sorry. No, Derringer's 2. Rate of fire
Well,
2, but it only has 2 bullets in it.
Yeah. All right. Drew a 7.
Okay, you're fine.
My first shot. 17. to hit.
Blam! That hits 5 points of damage. Nice.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Okay. You're gonna take the second shot,
I am going to take the second shot.
and that is the last bullet in your Derringer
Yeah.
as well.
It'll be done.
It's -1 to the second shot.
King.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
That's a
And
2.
I am going. That's a
Mhm.
3.
Oh.
And I am going to spend my boon to upgrade the roll.
Okay.
So I'm swinging at a 20. So I'm just going to roll my regular thing, and we'll add a 3.
That's fine.
So that's what, 12 to hit? And,
Yeah, it hits.
Does that bonus? That's
Nice.
just to hit, right? That's not damage for the king.
Oh,
The damage too.
the king goes to the damage as well.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then that's
Yeah.
7 damage.
Ooh,
And
still
my,
got a few hit points
That's
left.
fine.
But
I
yeah,
am-
there's a lot of blood in the water.
I am happy with that.
Yeah, you are, however, out of bullets now,
yes.
and it takes quite a while to
Yeah.
reload. A Derringer takes
3 rounds to
for
reload 1 bullet.
1 bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait till after combat to reload. That's fine.
So who's after
Scab is up
Pierce?
next.
Gab.
That's some mighty fine shooting there, Mr.
Killian's
McIntyre.
broken
you.
body is laying underneath bits and pieces of the wharf. You're kind of half in, half out of the water, but you watch that thing just kind of arc over you.
Can I reach it if I rush towards it and still be able to smash at it?
Not unless you've got something that allows you to move extra fast and still have an action. You can't even reach the other shore with a full run unless you've got a power that allow you to do it.
Think that I do.
Don't think any of the gifts gives you extra movement.
Might just need to haul Killian to the shore.
That's fine. You know what I will do though? is just because it's fun to me, I'll do the dark gift of the ghoul. Because there's no reason I can't do. There's part of that will help me before I do my movement.
Okay.
So spend my point of personality. Because when I do that, if there's a dead body next to me, I can start eating on it.
Oh, dude.
And get some food.
Killian is a dead body right next to you.
I mean, I'm sorry.
All right.
Really?
So it's a DC 10 willpower save, or you're going to eat Killian.
Okay. Oh no.
There's technically 2 dead bodies near him, at least. If it helps.
No, the sorcerer's body was completely gone. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh no. I'm
All right.
so
Now,
sorry.
hold on. Yes, you start eating Killian. Technically, after the battle, you can still roll his body to see if he's alive.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
But
This is so good.
it also takes your action. So you stop and you start carving off choice bits of Killian and popping
Start
it
at
into
the
your mouth.
toes, man. Start at the toes.
Oh.
Now, I don't
Okay.
think anyone's looking at you. Otherwise, I would call for a grit check. But I don't think
Oh.
anyone's looking at you at this moment.
So I
Hold them
thought that was
toes.
just like an extra thing because with the dark inheritance thing, like it's just a bonus thing for the ghoul.
Oh,
I
no, no.
just
So
get-
it's your curse. Seeing the blood of an ally sparks an internal struggle. The Tommy Knocker must immediately pass a DC 10 willpower save to avoid spending their next round
spend the next
removing
turn.
a choice cut of meat from the wound.
Oh, I should have just moved towards it. I was going to try and eat the other dude to get some hit points. Instead, I ate Killian.
Do you
Yep.
still get hit points?
I guess
Yeah,
I can get
yeah.
hit points, right?
Yeah, you still do.
That's
Oh,
beautiful.
man.
I'm so sorry.
Frenchman tastes so good.
He does taste so good.
You can tell there's a lot of
Sorry.
butter.
Who's after Scab?
Oh yeah.
I think it's me, maybe?
Dan's up next.
Dan. All right, Dan.
All right.
You
I'm
see, there's a
kinda gonna-
lot of blood in the water. The thing is wounded really bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to move up around to the corner of the building here so I can
Okay.
get in good close range and attempt to not blow myself up for the third time. Got a jack.
Oh, nice. That's plus
So
one.
now it's just up to the dice to not betray me. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
it's a
Oh my
crit.
gosh. Yeah.
Oh, that's
It only
fantastic.
had 3 hit points left, actually. So regardless of the crit, you can, yeah. So there's
Annihilated.
chum in the water. Chum in the water, guys. So we're at the end of our session. A few minutes passed, but you killed the creature. I should have had you guys do a fear check, but I didn't because honestly, the only thing you guys really saw was just this huge hulking shape going through the air and on the other side. So I didn't feel that
That's
was
all I
enough
need to be
trigger.
afraid of. So
So I didn't feel it was enough to trigger a fear effect, but just anyone listening out there, that is a point where you could have called for a grit check. I chose not to. Now here's the real question: rolling Killian's body over. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Does anybody have any boons that they're willing to contribute?
I used mine.
I'll contribute mine because I feel real bad. What about eating him and all?
Okay. So you can spend a boon on behalf of an ally, which gives them a plus D modifier to their next action. Your last and only action is to roll the body.
Do you want another one, Jake?
Oh, how would that work for a luck check? Because that's what it would be.
That would be.
Yeah. So
Does it shrink the die
D20
size,
to
or-
D24.
I would say it goes the opposite direction. It drops it from a D20 down to a D16 to a D14 if you take both dice or both boons.
Yeah, I'll take them then.
What's your
Okay.
luck
All
score?
right. You're going
He's
to
got
owe
high
me for
luck.
this one, Killian, because goodness knows I'm going to need this.
Don't you have
boon
like an
too.
18 luck or something like
That's
that? Isn't it
Dan.
really? Oh, that's Dan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chance
okay.
has that, yeah.
Okay.
So I got to get this, see if I can do the formula right here. Hey,
Look at that.
yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Okay, so Killian comes to actually hold on a second. Let me check something real quick.
Since he got bitten, does he turn into a Tommyknocker?
Roll
That's a
roll a
terrifying.
D3 plus 1, Scab.
What's that?
Roll a
D3.
D3 plus 1.
Oh no. Oh, I'll have to maybe put that in. D3 plus 1. Oh no.
You're still in ghoul form. Yeah. Okay. No. Well.
no.
Now, I do have a
rounds.
question.
No,
because
never mind.
if-
This took a while for you guys to sort things out. You're not a ghoul anymore. It would have dropped. You're okay. So yeah, Killian, you come too. You're missing choice bits out of your flank.
See, that's the thing. Now, according to how I was downed, I have to take a -1 to either strength, agility, or stamina.
Yep.
So I think I'll just let that be dependent on what part of me.
Scab, what part did you carve off of Killian and chew up?
We know the answer. We know the answer.
I got me that flank steak.
Ugh. Yummy, yummy. Flanking
Okay.
your tummy.
So what are you going to drop?
I think I'll drop agility.
All right. Yeah. You come to see Scab just kind of wiping off his face.
It's fantastic.
All right, so we'll end it there. Killian's alive, barely, missing parts of his rump. Some huge aquatic creatures dead. These fish folk no longer moving. Actually, I guess some of them are still alive, just asleep on the roof.
Boy, are they
Yeah.
going to be surprised when they wake up.
Let me check something here. Actually, somebody call high or low.
Hi.
Pierce, call high or low.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
gosh, that's a low. And David Beatty himself is in the chat.
All right.
Hey,
Hey,
baby.
David. Yeah. So what that check was for is the dead folks on the roof and the ones that are asleep are not the person you're looking for, Aloysius. The spellcasting mer folk that's face down in the swamp probably was Aloysius.
Oh, no.
Well, at least we have his body. I can work with that.
You can work with it. You got a body. You can do something with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll end it there for the night, guys. Hey, Chuck, what do the kobolds have coming up?
Yeah. What is today? Saturday. So this week coming up, we've got we got Monday. We'll be over on twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers for some Deadlands. Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central on Defenders of Cobalt. We'll be doing some Forbidden Lands, but we're running the D&D basic setting Thunder Rift. Friday, 10 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing, what is that? That's Shadowrun. And then next Saturday on Defenders of Cobalt at 9 p.m. Central, we're doing The Darkest House. Yeah, that's what we got.
Good stuff.
Heck yeah.
Jeremy, anything going on with the Pludecast?
Not the Pludecast, but if you've enjoyed anything related to Black Blizzard, you can check out Aaron Reese on Patreon. We've got back issues of the comic book. You can see future comic issues coming up. You can see RPG assets. He's got a whole map pack coming out right now for post-apocalyptic nonsense. It's a good time. Check it out.
I got to pick up issue 3 of Black Blizzard. I missed that one.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So check out my stream at twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. We stream on Tuesdays, which is a first edition Dungeons and Dragons game. We're playing through the Desert of Desolation right now. Friday is BX Dungeons and Dragons. We are tromping around the Mystara known verse. This Sunday is Boot Hill 3rd edition. It's our first game and a new story arc. And since David's in the channel here, I just want to announce if you like this game and want to check out Weird Frontiers, Drive Through RPG, the PDF is available there. And soon, probably tomorrow, I've been given the okay to start dropping off the 5 PDF adventures that were part of the Kickstarter. So there will be adventures for your Weird Frontiering available very soon. So please check that out. guys, that was fun. That was
Good.
a lot of fun.
It was
Yeah.
nearly a disaster,
It
self-inflicted
was.
as well.
I was hoping for a TPK because you know.
I mean, when aren't
That's
you?
the dream.
That's your job, right?
All right. So thanks for tuning in, everybody out there. We had quite a few people watching tonight, so I hope other people catch this on the reruns. Chuck, anything else you want to say?
Nope, we're good to go.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Later.
Thanks for watching.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.